I gotta be honest with you guys. I'm a little fucking pissed. It's time for Angry Dad. Everybody's out here crying about the interest rates and the housing market. But it's not high interest rates keeping you from buying a house. It's just you. You're financially undisciplined. You blow your money on bullshit, and then you cry that you can't afford houses. Today, we're going to discuss where your money is going, and more importantly, just how you can fix it. Come with us. Bill?
Brandon.
They spend money like children and then cry that their adult life isn't going the way that they want it to. They don't know the difference between being poor and being broke. So we're going to discuss that for them, right? Because it makes me genuinely angry as someone who grew up poor, as someone who grew up with 5 people in a very small 2-bedroom apartment, to hear people walking around with $1,000 iPhones, Lego Star Wars, Magic the Gathering cards, trips to Miami, parties with the boys, on social media all damn day in an air-conditioned office. It makes me a little angry when they say, I'm too poor to buy a house. I went from homeless to a damn near $1 million home. Not by crying, not by complaining, not by bitching, but by being financially disciplined and doing the hard work.
Yep.
And everybody can do this, Bill. Everyone. Right?
I agree.
So we're not taking it easy on you guys today. We're not holding your hand. If you're going to be a soft little snowflake, go ahead and go to the next video. Honestly, we'll give you a few seconds. All right, you're gone. So if you're deciding to stay, you're acknowledging you are someone who spends too much money. You spend money like a child and you're ready to fix it. Because if you're not ready to admit that and ready to fix it, you are going to end up exactly where you've been your entire life. You're going to die a renter and no one's going to give a shit. So, Bill, let's start off here. The difference between being poor and being broke. How would you define being poor?
Being poor is you are in a situation where your family just does not make a lot of money.
Destitute, trailer park,
Yep.
homeless, Section 8, right? You are born with no opportunities.
No opportunities.
You have to create every opportunity you have.
And there are many people who have.
Yes. Being broke, and you guys don't want to hear this because probably your parents were broke and you don't want to hear the truth. It's bad decision making. Okay? It's bad decision making. Some people make really bad decisions. The people you choose to hang out with, the people you choose to have sex with on Tinder, people you choose to have kids with, where you choose to spend your money. You choose to spend money on Uber Eats and not investing in Uber Eats. Those are called broke people decisions, right? If you were born and your parents could afford to give you an iPhone, you didn't grow up poor, right? You're broke. 70% of people under 35 in America aren't poor. They're financially undisciplined. And that is the key separation that we're trying to explain to people. Until they're willing to accept that their problems are a lack of Look at me. Okay, hold up. Look at me. You see this belly? You see this? This is called being undisciplined with health. I don't sit here and cry and say, oh man, I'm fat because McDonald's wanted to put too many calories in the Big Mac. I would sound stupid. You guys would make fun of me. You would say, no, dude, you're fat because you eat like a piece of shit. Okay, you're broke because you spend like a piece of shit. We're the same person. So, Bill, let's blow their minds here.
Okay.
Let's do a spending breakdown of the average 25 to 35-year-old. And please don't cry to me and say, well, I don't spend money like that. This is what the average is. If you don't know what the word average means, you need to go back to the 3rd grade.
You'll either be above this or below
Or below this, but average. Dining out. The average person 25 to 35 spends 250 to 400 bucks a month dining out. That's Uber Eats. That's my DoorDash has gone up $50 a share because you guys can't stop spending money.
I hate DoorDash. I honestly, it's the silliest thing, and that's where so much money goes.
Yes.
And it is a waste.
Bill,
And the food is terrible.
It's terrible
when it gets there.
Bill, these people.
By the way, I've never had it. So
Good.
but what I've seen.
Bill, how can you claim to be poor and broke when you're paying somebody to cook your food? You're paying somebody to pick it up. You're paying for them to drive it to your house cold, and then you're tipping them for the service. You're not poor. You're living like the richest person in the 19th century. The king of England got your kind of service.
And the food is terrible when it gets there. It's just horrible.
But they don't care. They care more about the convenience of not having to do it themselves. Hey, guess what, guys? Poor people have to do everything themselves. You're not poor, you're broke. Car payment. I know so many people living in apartments, luxury apartments, resort style pool, and they drive Mercedes. They drive brand new cars. They're not taking the bus. They're not driving a used piece of shit Honda like the rest of us who were poor. They're not walking. They got brand new cars. The average car payment from the ages of 25 to 35 is $400 to $800. Okay? So just between eating out and your car payment, we're sitting at about $1,000 a month. Okay.
Brandon, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Now, you have sold a ton of real estate. You just recently purchased a home.
Yes.
That was close to $1 million.
Yes.
And what is the car that you drove to bring people around to see houses?
I was showing multi-million-dollar houses in a used piece of shit Honda.
A Honda.
Okay?
Like it was a CRV?
Yeah.
CRV.
Old, busted, but guess what? That's what I could afford.
That's what you could afford.
For me to get to the house, I couldn't spend money on my car, right? And I had to buy it during COVID when there was a shortage. Still bought the cheapest piece of shit I could own. Why? Because guess what? If you want certain things, you have to give up other things, right? Subscriptions. By the way, if you tell me you're broke, but you're subscribed to some girl's OnlyFans, you're the biggest dummy on earth, and she deserves to run your pockets because you're a clown. The average person is spending $150 on subscriptions. How are you broke and you've got every television channel on earth? How are you broke and you have Netflix, Hulu, Disney, YouTube, and then you still feel the need to go out for your entertainment? Look at me. If you're got Netflix, Hulu, and Disney, that's your entertainment. You don't need to go out to the movies. You got movies at home, right? Impulse shopping. Now, this is where they like to hide. Oh, Brandon, I'm spending all my money on my bills. Hey, Bill, when you check people's bank statements to qualify them for their home, are they just spending money on bills?
No.
No. What are they spending money on, Bill?
They spend it on luxury items that they cannot afford.
They cannot afford. Impulse shopping. Oh, I saw this thing and I wanted it. Oh, I saw this thing on Amazon. It's Amazon Prime Day. Well, I really did need that new TV. Well, I do need that new cleaner. Oh, I need... Impulse shopping. You see and you buy. Do you know that Amazon is designed for children because you spend money like children? Amazon is designed with a buy now button because they know you have no impulse control. Don't worry, you can make your fat jokes because McDonald's is designed with the same impulse buttons to get me to buy Big Macs, and it works. Self-care. If I hear one more millennial girl, 30,000 in debt, living in an apartment, talk about self-care, I'm going to jump off the tallest building in Vegas. I'm going to jump off the stratosphere with no bungee cord. Okay? The average person under the age of 35 is spending $1,000 a year on travel and self-care. They have let credit card commercials convince them that traveling around the world and buying themselves stuff is somehow going to make them mentally healthy. It's just impulse control, Bill. It's just money spending in the form of, it's just materialism in the form of philosophy. And it's so effective that before we can get to their rent payment bill, $400 on eating out, $800 on car payments, we're at $1,200. $200 on subscriptions, we're at $1,400. $300 and $400 on impulse shopping, $1,000 on travel and self-care. Bill, before we can even get to their rent payments, before we can get to their water, sewer, power, trash, we're spending what, $1,500, $1,600, $1,700 a month on just stuff?
Yeah. It's choice.
It's choice.
It's basically making the choices to either spend your money or spend it in another way or save your money.
Or save your money. Here's one for you, Bill. You ready to see how much money the average person has in savings? The average person under 35, from 21 to 35, has $3,000 in savings. You might say, oh, well, it's because I'm not getting paid enough. Okay. The second it goes from 35 to 44, the average savings goes to 28,000. When we go from 45 to 54, it's 48,000. All it shows is that the older you get, you learn to save money and quit blowing it on things. What if you could learn that at 25? What if you didn't wait until 44 to start saving money, right? But they don't want to do that. The second we talking about saving money, it's the excuse train. Well, I don't get paid enough. Okay. Okay, Bill. They don't get paid enough, they say. Let's go over this. Let's go over this, Bill. What is the average person getting paid in America right now? According to the U.S. Census, the average income for the ages of 25 through 34 is around $60,000 a year, $60,000 to $64,000 a year. That's around $4,000 to $4,500 a month after taxes. Bill, if you had two people coming to you making $60,000 a year, two of them, would you be able to get them a home?
Yes.
Why can't they get a home?
Because they've spent too much money.
Because they spent too. Bill, can you say it louder for the people in the back?
They spend too much money.
You spend too much money. You keep telling your mom you're broke. Mom, the housing market, I can't afford it. You're not telling mom about the trips to Miami, are you? You're not telling mom about the nights at the club buying bottles. You're not telling mom about the new car payment.
It's a lot of it is keeping up with the Joneses.
Keeping up with the Joneses.
They just want to continue to do the things that they want to do. And sometimes if you want something else, if you want something different in life, then you have to make the choice to remove something from your life. And it's interesting. I'll have some people in the situation that you talked about where they have maybe $2,000, $3,000. And I say, you're going to need at least about $12,000, $14,000 to buy a home.
Yeah.
And then they look at it and they go, well, I could get there because I can do this. I can sell this. I can do this. I can do this. I could get that within probably 9 months. And I go, oh, so you could save in 9 months. It's taken you 15 years to save $2,000, but you can save another $9,000 in 9 months.
Easy.
And it's because of the choices that they make. When they really want to change, they will change. But like you said, people have so many choices right now. They have to make the right choices if they want to buy a house or improve their life in some form.
Yep. Here are some hard truths you guys need to hear. You care more about your lifestyle than home ownership. If you made a list of the 10 most important things, home ownership isn't on them. You care more about Netflix and girls on Tinder than owning a home. That's your choice. Real estate is not a financial decision. It is a lifestyle decision. We are living the lifestyles of homeowners. Bill, are we out clubbing?
No.
Till 1 a.m?
No.
Are we traveling to Miami buying bottles, Bill?
No.
Bill, no. Are we out here buying? Hey, Bill, do you drive a Bentley?
No.
You drive a Lambo, Bill?
No.
No, we don't. No, because we live the lifestyles of home owners, not the lifestyles of the rich and famous, right? You have a down payment for a home. You spent it on eating out. You spent it on Uber Eats. You spent it on DoorDash. You spent it on Netflix. You spent it on cannabis. You spent it on alcohol. You spent it on partying with the boys. That was your down payment. You had it. You had it. You blew it because you care more about your lifestyle than owning a home. You're not priced out. You're budgeted by your own bad decisions. Your habits create your budget.
So how do they get out of this? What do they need to do to like get into the situation that they want to get into? Do they break away from their herd?
You have
That's tough.
The fix is simple. I didn't say easy, but it's simple. You have to change your life decisions. You have to fix your bad habits. You have to do what your parents spent 18 years trying to do, and it's eliminate your childlike impulses. Okay? Bill, I once lost 90 pounds. 90 pounds. Okay? No miracles. No special diets. I stopped drinking, stopped eating carbs, and I took a walk once per day. That's it. All I did was change habits. Instead of eating bread, I ate a salad. Instead of eating out, I cooked it at home. And instead of, watching a movie or playing a video game, I took a walk. That's it. I just changed my habits.
Habits are huge.
Habits are huge. When I wanted to stop being homeless, I changed my habits. I worked more hours. I took on different kinds of jobs, right? I took the bus. I stopped worrying about a car, just took the bus. I stopped spending money anywhere I could. I made it a game. I turned saving money into a video game. We've talked about this before, right? I said, okay, let me see if I can save $5 a day, right?
Yep.
And then once it became easy to save $5 a day, I said, okay, let me push myself. Let me see if I can save $20. Let me see if I can not spend $20 extra per week. Okay, easy. Okay. What if I could cut out $100 per week? Okay, cool. Right? And I kept challenging myself like a video game. How much money could I save? What could I do for free? What could I do to save money? Right? And we turned it into a game. And when you're trying to buy a house, Bill, is it not the same thing?
Same thing. Same thing. And if you look at what you just said, if you save $5 a day, that's like about $1,700 a year.
Yep.
If you save $20 a day, guess what? That's about $6,000 a year.
100%. They never see it like that though,
No.
right? When I say, hey, Starbucks is $6. You drink every day, cut that out. Oh, I'm going to buy a house off of $6. Well, let's look at it, Bill. $6 in Starbucks per day times 7 days is $42. 4 weeks in a month, or 52 weeks in a year, right? 52 weeks in a year times $42. You do the math. You're saving $42 a week for 52 weeks, right? I know 40 times 50, right? So you're saving money. You're saving at least what, $2,000? What, 50 times 20 was what, 500,000? So yeah, you're saving a couple grand just cutting out Starbucks, right? Okay. The average Uber Eats order, the average DoorDash order, you know what it is? The average DoorDash door in America is $34.
It's absolutely insane.
The average eating out order, Bill, is around $18 to $19, depending on the state. Okay, well, if you're eating out 4 times a week at $20, that's $80 a week we saved you. 4 times a month, that's $320. Times 12 months, congratulations. We just found you another $3,600 in savings.
You know what blows me away?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm okay financially, right? So if I go to a fast food restaurant or any kind of store, and I go, the drinks now, those soda pops,
That's where they get you.
it's like $2
That's
or
where they
whatever it
get
is.
you.
It's like
Yeah.
unbelievable. And you could just get water for $0 and it's better for you. And it costs you $2 for something that doesn't like give you anything.
Bill,
I'm like, why would you spend $2 for a soda?
Soda's not nothing. It's beer. Bill, I'm not going to say his name because I'm going to snitch like that. But I had a guy who we were trying to get into a home. And he messaged me on social media. He's like, man, I just can't, Brandon. I can't afford the down payment. I can't do it. I said, okay. I went on his social media later that night. He's at the Golden Knights game, 140, 150 a ticket. In every single story, he's pounding a $14 seltzer. Oh, okay. So you have $200, $300 to go, hang out with the boys and crush seltzers. Oh, got it. The truth is, Bill, everybody has money for fun. If I told you trips to Barcelona were half off, oh man, they'd find money. If I told you, man, they're doing flights to Vegas, flights to Miami, only $200. Oh, you'd find money for that. Oh, Brandon, I got this great deal in a hotel. Oh, you'd find money for that. You always find money for fun, right? I'm going to give you guys the single greatest tip. Anybody who follows this, me and Bill have used this tip to help dozens of people not just get into homes, but turn their financial situations around. You ready for this, Bill? You already know what's coming.
Ready.
I want you to go to your banking app, Chase, Bank of America, Wells Fargo. If you don't have a banking app, I want you to go to your bank and just tell them, I want my last month of bank statements. So it's currently July. Tell them, I want my June bank statements, okay? I want you to sit down with those bank statements, and I want you to circle in red every time you spent money. In red, bright red. And every time you made money, I want you to circle in blue. You will quickly find you are oftentimes spending as much, if not more money than you make.
True.
So many people don't look at their banking. They don't even, Bill, this is going to scare you. I'd say 75% of the people that we talk to about real estate do not check their bank accounts. They don't want to know how much money they're spending. You ask them a question like, okay, how much would you say you're spending eating out per month? I don't know. How do you not know? How do you not know where your money's going? Right?
Yep.
Bill, if they would just circle what they're spending and what they're making, do what our grandparents did. Balance the checkbooks. Remember that?
Oh yeah.
Remember that? Did your mom and grandpa ever have to sit there
and they check it out and this? Nope,
Yeah.
It all settles.
See, everybody likes to make
at the time they thought the bank was going to take their money.
They were right.
And there were mistakes.
They were.
Yeah.
They're right. Right now, I'm telling you the truth. Right now, your bank could be stealing $5 a day, and I think most people would have no clue.
Probably not.
They would have no clue where their money is or how much is going, right? But if you just circle every time you spend money, that is what will turn it around. A lot of people, this happened to me. Look, I'm honest. As angry as I am, I'm honest with you guys. I had to do this for myself because I started making good money. And I looked up and I said, wait, where's my money?
Where's all my money?
Right? I'm making 10 times what I used to make. 10 times. And yet, for some reason, my bank account wasn't 10 times bigger. Right? Because like most people, I started making more money and I started spending more money. Right? Yep. Instead of eating out at, Chick-fil-A, I'm going to Peter Luger. Right? Instead of buying myself a little pack of Magic cards, I'm buying the most expensive cards I can find. Until I sat down with my wife and we circled in red every time we were spending money.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm someone who now has multiple streams of income. So my blue was pretty good. And I was still 10 times the red. Money, just going out the door. 17 here, 15 here, 37 here, 67 here, 20 here, 20 here, 20 here, 20 here. It all adds up.
I want to circle back a little bit in regards to the choices, right? The spending, you got the spending, and a lot of people say, I can't do it. And what you did in your profession, I think is huge. You learned and really studied your profession.
Yes.
How do you understand the real estate market? You also wanted to develop a niche. How do you use TikTok? How do you use YouTube? And you work on that every single day. You educate yourself every single day as opposed to going out and messing around every single day.
Yes.
And I think that, you can educate yourself, self-education.
Yes.
Right? There's so much there that you can really improve yourself to allow you to get into a better financial position down the road. So if you spend your time at the clubs and the bars and the parties and whatever it is, and if you spent that time to learn, and it's easy, you can learn for free most of the time.
Bill, you're touching on, Bill's very good at this. I had a bonus secret, but Bill jumped into it.
I did. Okay. I didn't know.
No, it's perfect.
Okay.
Every time someone tells me they're broke or can't make enough money, I go, okay, what's the newest skill you've developed? When's the last time you learned a new skill? Right? In 2025, Bill, it is easier to make money than ever before. People get paid to play video games, Bill. I get paid to go eat food at restaurants. TikTok pays me if enough people watch. Like, you can get paid to do just about. People get paid to post their feet online, right? Construction pays out the ass nowadays. I ask people, what new skill have you developed? So look, I'll walk everybody through this. I've never gatekeeped a secret in my life, especially when it comes to money. Okay? Bill is right. In 2017, I was selling weed. I was good at selling things. So I said, what costs more than weed? Houses. So I learned how to sell houses, right? I developed those skills in sales. Then I started filming and editing houses. So I picked up a new skill on filming and editing. I applied those filming and editing skills to food. So now I'm filming and editing food. Okay, great. Now I've picked up a skill in reviewing food the way people like to watch it, right? Each time I learned a new skill, I made more money.
And you keep looking at these things and what do the consumer want? What do they want?
Yes.
What do I need to show?
Yes.
How do you make the video better? How do I spice it to improve my timing so it doesn't take me forever to do this?
100%.
And I see you do it every single day, all day.
But it feeds back into real estate. I know what the consumer wants to like. Okay, so consumers in Summerlin like these type of houses and this type of food. So when I'm selling Summerlin, I show Summerlin types of food. People in Henderson like wings, beer, and pizza. So when I'm showing houses in Henderson, I give them pizza, beer, and wings, right? You learn, these are all skills, new skills that you must develop. A lot of people think that they're going to take the same skills they've had since 18 and somehow turn it into $1 million. No, everybody has those same skills. Those skills you had at 18, all of us already have those. You need skills that are going to set you apart. But no one goes on YouTube and learns how to fix a car or become a mechanic. They just go on YouTube and watch stupid videos. No one goes on TikTok and learns. I teach classes on TikTok. Okay? How to buy a house, how to become an investor, how to become a better realtor. Do you think anybody watches that? No. We get like 100 people tops. But if I go to some guy playing, video games, 1,000 people are watching. And it's like, okay, you have the option to learn new skills for free, or you have the option to do things that are fun and easy, right?
Yeah.
And the same reason people don't learn new skills is the same reason that they're stuck renting. They choose the easy, fun option instead of the one that can actually improve their life.
You know what my son's doing?
What's he doing?
He was a bud tender, and then he was always into the Pokemon.
Yeah.
Always into the Pokemon cards. But he also did a little bit of childhood acting.
Yeah.
And I would take him up to Hollywood to go audition for commercials. He got a couple of commercials, one on the NFL, which was awesome, NFL 360. And then he got one at Burlington Coat Factory. Anyways, he was very good, and he can talk like no other.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my God. Anyways, he quit his job, and he's now online selling One Piece cards.
Is he really?
That's it.
Man,
That's what he's doing.
he's probably making a killing too.
He's
Those
doing,
cards,
and
those,
he can talk. Yeah, and he'll do those streams for 6, 8. He's told me he did one for 13 hours.
yeah.
And it's just, but he's getting better at it. He's understanding the skill and what he needs to say and how to say it and when to do it. And he's developing his own way of making money than what he was making before as a bud tender.
Just think about this, okay? I need you guys to compartmentalize and really take in what Bill just taught you. His son went from selling weed to selling one-piece cards through a virtual streaming service. Your grandpa Joe, your boomer grandpa, couldn't do these things. He had to go to war and die. You get to sell one-piece cards through social media streams from your house. The amount of money out there in the world, the amount of jobs out there in the world, Bill, is so significant. When people tell me that they don't have the money, I say, no. It's because you're broke up here.
This has to be fixed.
Yeah, you're broke up here.
This has to be fixed.
Broke isn't about your pockets. It's about your mentality.
Yep.
Your mentality is broken, Bill. You're not broke. You're not priced out. You're broke. But that's the good news. You understand me? You being broke is the good news because that means we can fix it. Right?
Correct.
If the market was broken, there's nothing we can do about that. We can't fix a market. But if it's just you that's broken, that we can fix because broke is temporary. Broke is temporary only if you're not willing to actually fix the problem, right? Bill, the market is handing out deals to people who are willing to fix themselves. Free money.
Free money.
Free money. We talked about it last episode. If you guys didn't check that out, Bill does an amazing breakdown last episode about the free money that's out there, from down payment assistance to equity to closing costs from sellers. There is a lot of free money in real estate. And all you have to do is have the courage to go out there and take it.
Correct.
Right? You need the courage to look in the mirror and say, there's something wrong with me, but I can fix it. And we will help. If you need help with your credit, with saving money, with getting ready for a loan, Bill, you're able to help with these things.
Yeah, go to billgaylord.com, schedule a time, we'll go through your situation. I don't care if you're buying a home or not. If you got credit issues, let's look at them. If you are trying to figure out how to get out of debt, let's figure out how to get you out of debt. Eventually, my whole goal, I've been doing this a long time. I'm grandpa now, if you will. I'm not, but I am. But at the same time, I want to help you get to the position where you want to be. And sometimes you just don't have the wisdom. You don't have the knowledge. You don't have the backstop that somebody has taught you this. I can help with that. I can teach that to you.
Yes. And how much does it cost?
It's actually free.
Free?
I don't charge a thing.
Zip?
A zip, zero, nada.
Zilch?
Nope.
Free 99?
Free 99.
So you will help them fix their financial undisciplined selves for free.
Yep.
Wow. So if they don't use you, they're just saying, look, I don't want to be better.
Yeah. I don't care. Honestly, I just feel like people don't have the education, the knowledge, the wisdom that they really understand what to do. I've seen every single situation imaginable. And there's probably some things that I haven't seen.
Yep.
I've helped thousands and thousands of borrowers. I've seen thousands and thousands of credit reports. And I know what they can do and what they can't do. I've seen the quiet millionaires, and I've seen the audacious, broke people who have every imaginable toy in the world and don't have any money.
Yep.
There's both ways to do it.
Yep.
And I know how to at least point them in the right direction. But they have to want it. If they don't want it, it's not going to work. But I can certainly give them the direction that I would recommend they do. And a lot of it has to do with just mindset, knowledge, and trying to improve yourself on your own.
95% of the people who watch this video won't take action. They won't.
No.
Right? They will listen to us spend 30 minutes talking about why they're broke, and their egos won't allow them to admit it. So they won't. But to the 5% of you that actually decide to fix yourself, Bill has helped literally hundreds of people turn this thing around. He's an expert at it, and he does it for free. You just have to want it bad enough. And on that same vein, I will teach you. I will teach you where to buy real estate, how to buy real estate, the best places to buy real estate, how to stop renting, how to take advantage of the tax breaks you can get from real estate. I will teach you all of these things because I taught myself.
You did.
No one taught me a fucking thing. I wasn't born with a silver spoon. My parents were renters their entire lives. Everything I know, I am self-taught, and I am willing to teach you for free. I do classes on TikTok and YouTube Live every day at 10 a.m. Monday through Friday. There's a real estate form in the description below. If you reach out, I will help you. You can contact me directly. I will help you. But you have to want to help yourself. All right? I am not a new build realtor. I'm not going to chase you down and call you 100 times and beg you to want to be better. Because ultimately, I don't give a fuck. Either you want to be better or you don't. But if you do, Bill and I will bend over backwards to help you. Bill, I want to thank you for your time.
Thank you. I love it. I love your passion, Brandon. And I know that you have this huge heart. Some people may think that you're yelling at him. You're not.
I am.
Yeah, but I know him. He's got this huge, compassionate heart, and he cares. And that's why he has the tone that he has.
Because you guys piss me off.
I love him. He's awesome.
As always, Bill, thank you.
Thank you.
Angry Dad here. Do better. Be better. Let's get you out of those rentals. Have a good day, guys. Peace, 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 peace. My Austin loves when I do this.